Let's play a game. Now, I don't think I'm special, but obviously, I found this. I want to say it's by accident, but I found the Instagram directory, and it's a perfectly good resource to find degenerates, scammers, bot profiles, narcissists, and psychopaths. This is ground zero 101, honestly. And I don't do this very often because I don't get paid for it. I just I can't even keep up with the number of users. I know that they're okay. I would like to think that they're keeping up with creating some sort of program, a crawler that would select markers of behavior and frequency so as to profile people to be monitored. And obviously, intelligence agencies, they do this anyways. But Instagram is in the business of making money off of people's posts, so it's counterproductive at that point. I'm just going to pick a random page here. I don't know, page 14, and there's nine pages within 14. So let's go to 0. And this is what I'll do is that again, if I'm really feeling feisty, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not. And I did apply. I was like, hey, Instagram, why don't you make me a moderator or something like that? Because it is a forum. It's basically a forum. And a lot of you got to be a special kind of person to be a moderator, right? Same with like someone to be monitoring YouTube or something like that. So I'll just open this new tab. Next one, new tab, new tab, new tab. We'll do 3 or 4 at the same time. So we'll start with Chicago time here. So what is this? Advertising, marketing. Now these advertising, these marketing profiles are complete and utter bullshit. They are. Right? I look at this, and it's sometimes it's rich people with a lot of time on their hands, and they honestly, or just like it's like one step away from being pornographic. Honestly, I look at this, and I'm just like, and repetition is a good sign of a bot profile. Of yeah, okay, so this is definitely a bot profile. It's spam. So what I'm gonna do is I'll report this, report the accounts posting content that should be on Instagram. It's spam, and I'll block them. Block. So that'll send a signal to the system that there's something off about that profile, and there's gonna a link, wa.link/wydqkhd. So open this in a new tab. We'll investigate that, and it's a chat on WhatsApp. The chat number is 1-727-554-3383. So that's potentially incriminating. To be honest with you, that's what I would look for if you want to go after these scammers, like through a soft approach, not through the back end, right? This is an easy way to do it. So next profile, personal trainer. That's pretty much in line. This guy's pretty huge. And yeah, I don't know. I'll leave that one alone. I'm 577,000 followers, 37 posts, following 2,164. So that's a real person. That's a real person. When they're following a lot of people, usually that's a real person. So we'll leave that one alone. Next one, 4 following and 46 posts, 576,000 followers. It's not that if you're used to the pattern, you can usually tell if someone is inactive or whatever. So I'm gonna leave this guy, Victoria, 35 weeks ago. No, can't even comment on it. so this guy's he's a musical artist, and I'll leave that one alone. But unless let's see the bottom here. Okay, yeah, I'll leave that one alone. And then they've got a marker there from the last one, so open new ones. Viral war gagnet hashtag. Okay, so the Bally reviews. This is what I'm talking about. Is that these spam accounts that are from Southeast Asia, India? They're not cool. I can't condone this, and frankly, because they're reposting, and it's just I look at it and it just seems like complete spam, complete and utter spam. And if I were a software engineer, I would be like I would be very unhappy about this, considering the amount of resources that Instagram has to have in order to support all of this information, right? This data continuously. And then, it's up to every individual that has the motivation to follow through on this community policing, so to speak, right? Because if we don't want undesirables, so if you don't want sexual exploitation, if you don't want human trafficking, if you don't want drug trafficking, if you don't want criminal activity to go on, then this is the back end. This is the dark web right now, right out in the open. Well, admittedly, I use Firefox, so Firefox has integrated Tor browser, so you can access unlisted sites off of the listed internet with Firefox. And then typically I would otherwise be using a VPN, because sometimes I've encountered some very odd feedbacks where it's out of character for my hardware with updated drivers to get nuked, basically, where someone will access from another node to your computer and basically try to overload it through hardware. I'm not exactly an expert on that. I just know the concepts. Yeah, this is how many posts is this? 4,364 posts. So I'm gonna label this as spam. I'm gonna report this as spam. Because you look at how long they've been on Instagram about this account. It joined 2016. Okay, I can understand it's from Indonesia. I don't know. I don't really like it, but I'll flag it. Let somebody else figure it out. And I'll block them. Okay. This is a private account. 1,500 posts about this account. Joined 2020. Wow, she's pretty active. Very active. Hey, following 891. Okay, next one. This one's this guy's a model. 576,000 followers, 132 following. I'll leave that alone. Let's see how long he's been on. 39 former usernames. So the number of times an account changes its username may help you identify whether it's authentic or misleading. So there's a lot of impersonators. So I don't know. I'll flag it. I'll just flag it. If it's questionable, just report. That's the way I would work. and then investigate to see if there's anything that confirms with the company, right? Uh, there's abuses obviously with this. Okay, this model, another model. Every website, social media website, has a directory. It has a root directory, that for which the entire code is built upon. Of course, the sequence of a program with in simplicity is if and or, right? So these are all different photographs. They seem semi-professional. I'll leave that alone. You have to look at how long they've been on. 2016. 2 former usernames. So she's not trying to run from anything. You see, if they change their name multiple times, it usually means they're trying to run from something. Okay, this person is from, I can't quite tell. I think it's in Farsi or something. Or Saudi. Yeah. We'll leave that one alone. I can't, I don't read this language, so, leave that alone. Next one is it's a phone case manufacturer for somewhere in Indonesia. Kuala Lumpur or something like that. So that's a business. Okay, that's legitimate enough. Without knowing anything else, just leave this one alone. Next one. Someone from South America. Okay, it's a podcast. That's a podcast. Yeah. I'll leave that one alone. 0 posts, 577,000 followers, 1 following. This is definitely a spam account. KMYL6455. Like that's it right there. If they have that many followers, that's pretty obvious. Okay, where's this one? This one's got a blue check mark. This was verified. Excuse me. Blue check mark isn't always perfect, right? Like, I'm not famous enough to have a blue check mark. Okay, so we'll use that as a bookmark. And Okay, go ahead, do that. Patty, chamomile, grape excellence. Okay. Oopsie, not new window, new tab. Okay, this person's a graphic designer. Huh. Okay. Yeah, good enough. You know, if they're not showing attribution or they're not showing their product, it's not trustworthy. This is a salon in Boston. So you gotta investigate the links that they put on. And let's look at their shop. See where they're located. It says Boston. Okay, so you're looking. What I'm really looking for is that the names line up. And if I was really curious, I would call them up and say, okay, is this your Instagram? Just to confirm with a real person, and just to say I would be interested in booking something for my wife. Is that your Instagram? Okay, so this guy's an athlete. He's from South America. That's what it looks like. He's from South America. He's what's this? It's part of a squad, gaming squad. So he's an e-gamer. Yeah, electronic athlete. So we'll leave that one alone. This guy's a digital creator. It's from. He's got a YouTube channel. Let's see. Okay, we'll put this a bit lower here. I'll freak him out. Sometimes it's just a good reminder how wide and deep the World Wide Web actually is. Because you got to be careful what you put online. Okay, this one's in Turkey. It looks like a humor website. Or reposting, that's not acceptable. Okay, we'll go to the end of this row and then I'm going to stop. It's just good examples. Okay. So this guy's a digital creator from Brazil. I don't know. Some of this stuff that could be sold or is being sold has potential for counterfeiting. But you have to have some background knowledge on the culture and the language to really get some context. So I'll leave this one alone. One post, 557,000 followers, he's following 3,050. Let's open. Digital creator. Okay, no, block that one. It's a scam. Yeah, it's a scam. And this is how you find pedos too, right? Sometimes they'll be innocuous, absolutely innocuous profiles, and but they'll use that as cover, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, personal account. The high vibes from Pakistan. 6,686 posts. It's crazy. It joined 2020. Oh my gosh. And it's a collective. The number of posts is just, it's too much. It's too much. It's overloading. In 3 years. That's a serious amount of posting. You know, and I would consider, unless there's some sort of, I don't know. That's a tough call. We'll leave this one alone. 0 posts, 575,000 followers. It's a private account. 250 following. Web3 investor and advisor. Blockchain and smart contract developer. Hey, buddy. Doesn't want to be identified. He has sunglasses on, beard. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Server manager. I don't know. It's weird. Some of these things are out of place, but again, you have to have. Some things are lost in translation between the native language of the person and says he's an athlete. I'll leave that one alone. No time for that. TikTok stars. No. As soon as I see TikTok or anything like that, that's an automatic block from me. She doesn't look very happy. A YouTube channel. Look at that. 401,000 followers. and it's mostly shorts. That's a lot of herself. You should do something better with your life. Zero posts, 576,000 followers, zero following. That's a block. That's a report there. That's a scam. Okay. I don't know. This guy's probably locally famous, but how do you get 576,000 followers? You know, that's what I'm wondering. And we'll look at how long he's been on. Wrote this account. He's in Iraq. 11 former usernames since 2017. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. It's a bit vague, you know. And again, I'm judging this very arbitrarily. Anyways, so you get the point, right? There's no secrets on the internet, right? And some of these accounts, if I'm going to relate this to my academic efforts, are avenues for propaganda in other countries. You know, so this is the age of you know, extraordinary warfare, and you know, this if the service is being overloaded with these advantageous accounts and the spammers and so on and so forth, and you know, I just it just spoils it for me. It really does, and I know it spoils it for a lot of other people. So here we are.